Sports Pregame Show. We're bringing you the Los Angeles Lakers out at Staples Center as they'll face off against the Brooklyn Nets. Checking out Brooklyn, this is going to be a great test of their ability to match up against any style of opponent. The front office had that in mind when this roster was constructed. We'll see how it actually plays out tonight. And we'll see DeMarcus Cousins in this one. Had that Achilles injury, and guys, you talk about what it takes to come back from a major injury like that, Shaq.
Yeah, it's the toughest part of being an athlete. Rehab, strength and condition. Got to eat right. Hopefully he improves.
Yeah, but the mental part off in Shaq, you know, that takes longer than the physical part. You're just nervous, but Cousins is a competitor, so I just think he can rely on some other things other than just his skill set to get it done.
And with that, the game is just about ready to begin. Here's Kevin Harlan.
The busy freeways of Los Angeles, a hallmark of this sprawling metropolis. We're coming to you from Southern California. It's the NBA Live on 2K Sports on this Tuesday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony from the sideline. Hall of Famer David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, for the last few years, the Lakers have been in some turmoil in Los Angeles. Now, they have had some tough luck with injuries that set them back some. But inconsistent effort, execution, and roster construction was also a concern. But a summer of moves that was topped by acquiring Anthony Davis has drastically improved the roster. The question remains, though, have they done enough to now contend in the West? Kevin?
A lot riding on it. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Durant, Wilson Chandler out there with Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Irving in at the point guard position. And for the Lakers, up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. And it's Rondo in at the 1. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis for a time. Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of Angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
Now here is Harris. 5 to shoot. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. KD, that's for 2. Here's Jordan, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Now here's Rondo. To the middle. Here's Kuzma, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Awesome at keeping his balance. Sometimes guarding Kuzma is impossible for the defense.
Irving passes to Durant. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Phenomenal athleticism from Durant. Man, he's just a tenacious dunker who spikes it in.
And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable scorer.
That's good from Durant. And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is.
And it's Davis missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Irving, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Incredible concentration from the veteran guard. Irving feels comfortable shooting in the face of a good defense.
James against Chandler. Over Chandler. A nice shot by LeBron.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. They double him with Green. Lobs it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
Here's James. The shot misses. Jordan with some nice D. KD with it. Now Green defending. Rondo against Harris. Pass to Jordan. Jordan. The shot comes out, and the Lakers going the other way now. Green finds Kuzma. Chandler with the steal. Durant deciding where to go with it. Outside Irving. Durant against Green. And KD throws it down.
What a player. Durant making difficult finishes. Looks second nature. Nothing gets to this guy.
LeBron passes to Davis. Now here's Kuzma. Guarded by Jordan. The shot's good from Kuzma.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
Now here is Harris. The dish to Irving. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. James. Yep, that one goes in there. James has got his second bucket.
And James is super strong, incredible at powering through the defense.
Harris dishes to Jordan. Pass to Irving for the 3. And James pulls it down.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Buries it from 3-point range. LeBron's got 7 points. There's always at least one joker on every roster. Who was the funniest guy, Chris, you ever played alongside?
Oh, man, by far is Jay Will. Jay
Was
Will,
he?
White Chocolate. He was the funniest before the game, after the game, during the game. He would, you know, it'd be a bad call by a ref or something. He'd say something to the ref would laugh and pat him on the butt. I mean, he was, he's a funny guy. He's somewhere right now telling jokes, having somebody laugh and fall out on the floor. It was just his personality, a hard worker, but he definitely was the joker on the court.
The Nets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Irving kicks to Harris. Outside Durant. The high post shot, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 7 points in the game.
Look, that's what's crazy about this guy. Inside, deep from 3. Still, he's deadly from mid-range. Durant is as good as anyone from that part of the court.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's Irving. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
James against Durant. James left side. And Davis throws it down.
An elite passer in this position. I mean, James always seems to make the right decision.
Rondo against Irving. Here's Jordan. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And after spending his first NBA decade with the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan bounced around last season, remains a supreme athlete and rebounder, though, at that center position.
That free throw, no good. And a nightly double-double threat is DeAndre Jordan, but some dissatisfaction with his play last season. Greg, why was that?
Well, I felt like his impact has tailed off just a bit from his peak with the Clippers. Sometimes the great athletes have more of an adjustment as they enter their 30s.
He hits the second from the line.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
And that one's good by LeBron.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Cook, he's checked in for Los Angeles. .157 left here in the first quarter. Here's Irving. Kuzma pulls it in. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. And it's Davis at the elbow. And finished off by Davis.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And the Nets with possession here. After the basket by Los Angeles. Pops it up for Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And how about the vertical of Jordan, easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
James with it, picked up by Harris. Fade away. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. LeBron's got 11 points. Irving finds Dinwiddie. Back to Irving. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
And they double up James. Outside, Davis. Nailed from three-point land. And it's a 6-point Laker lead.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Down low, here's Irving. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. 8 points for him.
One of the best point guards in the league, getting inside and finishing. Kyrie Irving.
LeBron kicks to Green. Tries again. And there's a nice layup by Kuzma. And the Lakers lead by 6.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here is Durant. Over Davis. Got it! Got it! What a shot!
No way.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Yeah, great job of getting the look before the horn sounded and gaining some momentum.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Lakers lead by 4. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Brooklyn now, Prince and Durant are at the 3 and the 4. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. And it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. And Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. Here's Dinwiddie following the bucket by the Lakers. Count it. 15 points for KD.
A fearless, tenacious scorer. I mean, Durant only needs to see one drop through. I mean, you know he's feeling it.
James, and James throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Here's KD. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Lakers leading by 6. Well, Kevin Durant was highly sought after following this past season. And, Chris, you knew his decision would have a huge ripple effect across the NBA.
Yeah, and at this point in his career, Kev, I mean, KD can do whatever he wants as far as which team he plays for. I mean, he has the titles, he has the money, and he has nothing left to prove. I mean, you can see why he chose this team.
It's the Nets now after the basket by Los Angeles. Prince's shot is good.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
It's stolen by Allen. And finished off by KD.
Oh, nice slam right there from Durant to finish off the play. He's just really good at converting those plays strong.
LeBron against LeVert. James, the pass to Caldwell Pope. LeBron is doubled. A 3-ball. It doesn't go for him. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
It's stolen by Allen. Prince against LeBron. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to 1 on the bucket from Prince. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. The drive by James. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Jared Allen. And Chris, later this season, LeBron James likely to surpass Kobe Bryant for 3rd on the all-time scoring list.
And that might be a bittersweet moment for Lakers fans, Kevin. I mean, a lot of diehard Kobe supporters who've long held that the Mamba, not LeBron, was the heir apparent to Jordan.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Cook.
One shot.
Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and final. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
As well as he's carried himself over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
And stolen by LeBron. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Davis, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jared Allen. Chris, you think about what LeBron's accomplished, not just on the court. You know, his activism, his business acumen.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. That's what people want him to do, Kevin, but he's not listening, and thank God for that. It's about his power. It threatens some people. For whatever reason, they love to knock you down a peg.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Nets trail by 8. Tipped away. Rondo against Dinwiddie. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the 6'6" point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie, second-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, he signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth.
The first free throw is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That is his first foul of the game. Here's James. 16 points for him.
LeBron is so aggressive, virtually unguardable, tough to contain when he's going up to shoot.
The Lakers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Both free throws good from James.
Well, finally, he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
Dinwiddie against Rondo. The pass to LeVert. From 11 feet away. No good on the shot. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. And here's Daniels. Outside Rondo. Floats it up for Cousins. Hammers the alley-oop through.
I tell you what, I really like watching Cousins use his athleticism on these alley-oops. He's a big target near that rim that you can't forget about.
Nets trail by 11. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Taurean Prince. Joe Harris comes in for Karis LeVert. And Irving subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Jordan finds Allen. Back to Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. Harris outside. Back to Irving. 5 on the clock. Over Rondo. That one off the back iron and out. And here's Los Angeles. They're on an 11-1 run right now. To the paint. Here's Davis. And no good. But close in that one, so he'll shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant. All players look for an edge, Chris. For example, certain guys are just so deceptive with the ball in their hands. I mean, you're always looking for whatever can give you that advantage.
2 of the best. Players and people can complain as much as they want, but Harden getting to the line is genius because he knows how you're guarding him, and basically you got to stay away from him to guard him because he's so skilled. And by the way, Curry does the same thing, and Curry, one of the smaller players in the league, but always finding a way to take the contact, take the bump, but to get the scoring up. And I think as a fan for me, it's fun watching the cat and mouse game between the offensive player and the defender, seeing who can get the best of each other while involving the ref.
Well, they just control their bodies so well. They know exactly what they need to do to get that call.
And it's all on the spur of the moment. I mean, this is all on the fly. Such genius to watch play.
Nets trail by 13. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Rondo. Pass to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Outside Irving. Lobs it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Now, some folks can call Irving too much of a gunner, but he keeps showing he can pass with the best of them.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing, and all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A. Durant kicks to Harris. Rondo against Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 10 points.
I love the aggressive mentality. Irving is terrific at pouncing on any available lane to the basket.
On the wing, James. Defended by Allen. LeBron dishes to Rondo. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Irving. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Wants to get it to KD and does.
Oh, man, that's the type of play that gets a player and his teammates fired up. Durant gets the contact and still finds a way to hit the shot.
A career-best season for Kyrie Irving in 2018-19. Scoring just as great as ever, but it was the other areas, playmaking, rebounding, defense, where he made tremendous strides.
That's good from Durant.
Durant took a lot of heat for his move to the Warriors in 2016, but it doesn't look like he's regretted it one bit.
LeBron against Allen. Shoots over KD. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the half. Harris outside. He kicks to Jordan. There's the triple. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And the shot is good.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Rondo against Irving. And he knocks down the jumper. Irving's got 12 points in the game. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen. They've got to communicate much better out there.
And so it's Los Angeles enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 23 points, 2 assists, and 1 block. He's clearly shaken off his mediocre performance from their last game as he has been dominant in the first half tonight. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what you think?
Got to give it to AD. Took control of offense, never let it go. Just becomes more patient and more confident in everything he does. Perennial MVP candidate.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Brooklyn?
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's James in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Here's Irving after the basket by the Lakers. Passes to Harris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And he might not be a household name just yet, but Joe Harris is one of the game's true dead-eye marksmen. You can make the case he's the most underrated shooter in the league.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Maybe not the most famous beard in the league, but Joe Harris's beard last year, Greg, drawing some notice in the NBA.
The lumberjack look belying his feathery touch. Good size and strength, enabling him to play the small forward position when needed.
And Harris drops them both. Los Angeles leading by 12. Now Rondo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal. Has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
Here's Irving. That one wide left.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And Green slams it in.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. Rondo with it. Rondo is doubled. And there's the pass to Green. Fires the 3. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the 3rd quarter. Harris passes to Chandler. Now here is Harris. Pass to Irving. 6 to shoot. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
On the wing, James, guarded by Jordan. James finds Davis. Back to James. Over Jordan. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways. And that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
The 3 from KD. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
James against Jordan. And here is James. 18 points for him. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the 3rd here. They get a hand on it. Rondo with it. He's picked up by Irving. Pull-up jumper. Rondo against Irving. Rondo passes to Kuzma. They kick it out to Green. Lakers passing it around. Here's Davis for 3. And Green with the basket on the assist by Davis. Davis has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Passes it to Irving. There's the 3. That's down the hatch. Knocks 1 more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Well, that makes him 4 for 5. I mean, I think that's pretty good numbers. I mean, they've got to be pleased with how things are playing off so far.
And there it is for him. 22 points for LeBron.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Irving surveying the floor. Misses the chippy right there.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Chandler. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Irving finds Chandler with his first shot attempt. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Now here's James. 22 points for him. Outside, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kuzma up again.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Harris. Outside, Irving. And Durant launches from deep. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Lobs it up for Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Rondo passes to Davis. They kick it out to Green. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got his 8th assist here tonight.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end. And he's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he did.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Jared Allen's checked in for Brooklyn. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Kevin Durant. Now here's Cousins. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass. Well, the suitors didn't jump out full throttle to sign Cousins in this past free agency. Still wary of his health. Ended up having to take another one-year contract, this time with the Lakers. Cousins, though, still hoping to show he's a franchise-caliber player.
And the Lakers making a change here. Bradley's checked in, and the Nets also making a change. Prince is checked in.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Now, here's Cousins. He's got 6. Now LeBron. And it's sent back by Allen. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Karis LeVert's checked in for the Nets. And so Allen will bring it up for the Nets. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Irving. Rondo with the rebound.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
LeBron dishes to Bradley. Back to LeBron. Got a piece of it. Dinwiddie left side. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
Something going wrong with the D out there. He's one of the guys you got to be worried about on the perimeter.
Here's Rondo, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 17.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Irving. That shot missing. Great D that time from LeBron. Outside Rondo. There's the pass to Kuzma. Rondo is doubled. Back to Kuzma. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Avery Bradley. The Nets have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. The Nets making a switch here. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
James outside. Pass to Kuzma. Knocked loose and stolen by Prince. LeVert from outside. Offline. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be right back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Setting the floor for the Nets. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Taurean Prince is out there with Caruch. And it's Allen in at the pivot, manning the middle.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Los Angeles leading by 13. Passes it to Bradley. He's looking for Cousins and finds him over Allen. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Bradley. 8 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Caruch. The Nets working the ball around now. LeVert against Bradley. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. No good there. And it's the Lakers the other way. They led by as many as 18 points.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
Oh, 3-point shooting. I mean, the strength of Bradley's game offensively, incredible.
LeVert with it. On the pass to Prince, to the middle. Here's Allen. No good, shot missing. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Here's Rondo, out to Kuzma. Outside Bradley. Shoots the 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
No, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
Timeout called, the Nets. And Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
Danny Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Prince.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Chandler. And Brooklyn making a change here. Durant's checked in. Chandler hits them both. And it's the Lakers ball. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Rondo against Dinwiddie. Now here's Cousins. D right on him. Down low. Takes it out to Bradley. 4 on the clock. Shoots it. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. And that's 10 points here for Cousins.
Poor job defensively on the glass. I mean, Cousins is the first guy you have to get a body on. He has good anticipation and those long arms.
Here's the Lakers with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. And Kuzma slams it in.
Oh, Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Durant. Allen outside. Kicks to Dinwiddie from deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Jared Allen. David Nwaba comes in for Kevin Durant. Musa, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And they double up Rondo. Cousins, no one around him, misses the three. The Nets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Temple. Here's Chandler. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Chandler's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Now here's Green. Fires from 14. Kuzma, that's good.
It's no wonder why they're in front when you take into consideration that he's been perfect from the field so far.
Passes it to Musa. Jordan finds Chandler. Back to Jordan, and stolen by Cousins. Floats it up for Cousins. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
And the Nets with possession here. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Kuzma slams it in.
They always had great instincts defensively. Rondo using that length there to come up with the steal.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. And Temple kicks to Nwaba. Pass to Musa. Shot clock at 5. Now back to Nwaba. And here's Chandler from the arc. It's rebounded by Rondo. Rondo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's Nwaba. Chandler with the ball. Picked up by Kuzma. Here's Nwaba. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Nwaba's got his first points of the night. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Rondo passes to Bradley. Shot from 12, and the jumper is on the mark.
A combo guard with fantastic handles. It's clear Bradley enjoys ripping off these moves.
Here's Temple. He's covered by Rondo. It's stolen by Green. The steal. Here's Musa. The pass to Nwaba. 1:31 left in the game. Musa passes to Jordan. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
Everything looked good until the finish. And it all goes wrong.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. And the Nets making a change here as well. Caruth is checked in for Wilson Chandler. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Davis.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
And that's what Jordan does best, an extremely lethal dunker.
Caruso looking for an opening. Caldwell Pope outside. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the 3-pointer from Kentavious Caldwell Pope. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Here's Caruso. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, it looked like you guys were having some fun out there. Is there a new dynamic coming up offensively?
No, we just don't care who scored the ball. You know, the ball movement was great. Everybody's rebounding and talking. So when we play like that, it's fun to watch. You know, and everybody out there having fun, smiling, a lot of emotion. That's all we ask. That's all Coach asked for, and we did that tonight.
Good win tonight, AD. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.